Managing simulators are for some reason really firing up on Steam nowadays. Many players are literally turning into this genre. I mean in general, overall the simulator type of games are getting a lot of attention, but managing ones for some reason are booming. And today we're gonna look at the game that I was really very excited to play for a very big reason. It was developed by a couple, so let me tell you more about that. But before we fully jump into this review, I want to ask you, if you're not the follower of this channel, can you guys look at this video and make a decision if you want to subscribe or not, because it will really help if you will join the army. So let's speak about the Hero's Rest and why I love it. So before we fully jump into the gameplay, let's take a moment to appreciate the fact that this indie studio was formed by the husband and wife duo, driven by the love of the gaming. A Hero's Rest marks their debut, and it's their testament to their passion. So here players can buy land and gradually build a thriving town, complete with essential shops like taverns, blacksmiths, to cater and to visiting heroes' needs. The setup is more of than cosmetic. Each plot and land unlocked in the new businesses to flourish, and through the expanding means by paying higher taxes to the kingdom. As visitors, the heroes start arriving and the shop for essentials, such as for example knives, the big swords and all of these tools, and they need to come and gear up for their quests, returning later with the resources to fuel your shop's offerings, which is a very interesting mechanic in the game. Unlike typical high energy games, a Hero's Rest advances at a leisure pace. Heroes take a place from like 10 minutes to a real-time journey back from a quest and spend their hand-earned gold on items or food. Even with the game's 2x option, its rhyme is initially slow, prioritizing the strategy over action. And if you love the kind of slow, more chilled, relaxing gameplay, more kind of detailed I would say to such genre, well, you're gonna love this game, this I can tell you for the fact. If you're after a fast-paced experience, this might not be the game for you, but once again, if you want to build up slowly, enjoy the pace, kind of like get the atmosphere and vibe of it, you're gonna love it. Over the time, players can expand and further by unlocking additional plots, creating a new job classes and upgrading items. Tasks from the king, like dealing with goblin raids, add a layer of urgency and keeping things very interesting. The economic system behind the game is challenging and evolves you to progress, adding complexity to otherwise tranquil pace. A tutorial guides you through the initial stages and helpful tips to grok up, particularly to introduce new mechanics or remind you of a task that you might have missed. Currently, Hero Rest is available on Steam, and while no additional platform releases have been confirmed, it's promising receptions that could essentially expand its availability. In terms of navigation in the game offers a user-friendly interface with a handy toolbar that makes moving between the plots and smooth and very straightforward. One thing that is very important in today's gaming world is visuals. So visually the game is very vibrant and it's more cartoony style in a kind of beautifully rendered down to the smallest characters' details. Crafting with the games allows for extensive customization, from weapon design to armor colors and shapes, giving up a lot of depth to item creation. During our playtime, we actually noticed some things like performance, and it was smooth. Yes, there was no frame rate drops, there was no glitches. In general, the game feels like it's very well adapted to a different kind of like systems, because we tried to play it on the two different computers and it was amazing. In general, what we can say that especially for the new game and for the first game in the big studio, I mean in a way of like the ideas, it's a really great result. It's a really very great result for an early access in a way. I'm surprised, and everyone in the team were like, oh my god, this looks really good. What about the sound design, you might ask? It contributes to relaxing medieval atmosphere with the light-hearted music and sound effects that complement the game's setting. Hero's Rest has a way of making time slip by a short session that can quickly turn into hours just because of how interesting and the slow pace the gameplay is. A Hero Rest is one of these games that I'm really recommending you to try if you're kind of into simulation genre and especially into the making the marketing one. Especially if you want this game that will be more of like a chill, relaxing experience in the evening rather than something that you want to come in and grind. This is not a grind type of game, this is more of like relaxing experience. So our final thoughts is that Hero's Rest is something that you need to get. Especially considering the game is very often on the sales, you can get it for a good price and you will enjoy it. With more updates likely on the way, Vanguard Studios is well with its creating a deeply engaging title that continue to grow and evolve. We are all really excited to see how the developers take it from here, and looking forward to see what you guys think about the game. So remember in the beginning of the video I asked you if you're not a follower, what do you think about watching this video? Do you like our way of telling you the games? And if not, and you were not subscribed before, so yeah, unfortunately. Anyway, drop in the comments below what do you think about the Heroes Raft. Have you played it? Share your comments so let the fellow gamers understand what are the majority of people thinking. From our side, we recommend it to play. Have a good day guys, bye!